Here's a DIY tip for the upcoming hunting season, and we start now. We all use deer lure through the hunting season for trying to lure in that big buck. And a lot of times we end up dumping our lure on the ground, spraying some on a tree. And if those are the way you have been using your deer lure, you waste a lot, because maybe you only have a short period of time to hunt. So you dump lure on the ground or you spray some on a tree, and you only are out for a couple hours, that's all you have, and you leave. Well, that lure is still there. That buck you were looking for maybe came in after you left. By using a unit, and this is by Glade, this is a automatic air freshener dispenser. This is a spray can of Hayes deer lure. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a automatic air freshener dispenser to dispense our deer lure. Now, a couple things we need to do. First of all, I bought this at a outlet store, paid $2.99, $3 for it. The doe-in-heat was on clearance back in January for $4. This regularly sells $7 to $8. Then I needed to purchase a refill container that fits in the air freshener, and the only reason I needed this was not using the air freshener. I needed it for the nozzle, because this is a nozzle that comes on the deer lure from Hayes. Need to remove it. Now, the outlet tube on the deer lure is larger than what was on the air freshener. So you need a 5/32 drill bit so that you can take it. I just did it by hand. Put that in there, drill down in a couple turns, just enough that it will fit on this can. You have to turn that down, push it in there snugly. Don't want to do this in the house. If that sprays off, it's going to smell like doe-in-heat. Then this can will fit into the unit, and we're all set to set this on the ground. You can put it up into, if you have a tree nearby that has a fork into it that you can squeeze this unit into, or if you have permission and there's a dead tree nearby where you're hunting, there are mounting holes in the back that if you were to tap in a nail, 2 nails, you could hang it that way. When you go to leave, you just pick it up, take it along with you. This unit can be turned off, has a switch here. You can set it to spray every 9 minutes, 18 minutes, and 36 minutes. If you only have a short time to hunt, you might want to set your timer at 9 or 18 minutes so that it disperses more of the lure scent into the air during the time you're going to be on stand or in a blind. So you can set that. if you're on an all-day hunt, then you might want to set the unit at 36 minutes, so that little over every half hour, it sprays a mist of deer lure into the air and flows through the air currents, and hopefully a deer picks up that smell and comes in to investigate at your stand or blind area. At 36 minutes, this 4 ounce of deer lure will last about 45 days. Start out with probably like you would want to get a can of buck lure or the doe, straight doe, and keep like a doe-in-heat until your rut starts in your area. Then you'd maybe want to use this unit. You can also, if you make multiples of these, you could have one with doe in the early season, doe lure in it, and one with buck in it, and they would disperse whatever time frame you have them set at. Later on, you could have the buck and say the doe in heat during the pre-rut and rut time. So there's multiple ways you could use this unit by having a couple of them. Again, $3 for the disperser, $4 for the lure on, I said that was on clearance, and $1 for the air freshener to get the valve I needed. So I have 4 and 3 is 7 and 1 is $8 in this. Now if you're buying the deer lure in the spray cans through the season, you're going to, like I said, probably in the $7 to $8 a can. But they're going to last you for the whole season, depending on how you set this dispenser up to disperse that lure. So if you're just looking at making some of these for the upcoming season, you might have a little higher cost involved because of buying the different lures. But then it's something you want to watch it whenever they put them on closeout, that you can pick some up for the following year, and that'll reduce your costs. I hope you enjoyed this DIY tip on how to make a automatic deer lure dispenser. Very simple, very inexpensive. So if you want to learn more on DIY hunting projects and crossbow hunting, start today by hitting the round icon subscribe button, and you will keep up to date. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.